Hey, welcome to Let's Make Miracles.
I'm Alex, and
I'm Jen.
we're working through the Course in Miracles over the course of an entire year.
Yeah.
Lesson 16. I have no neutral thoughts. This one seemed like a little bit of a doozy to me, because I was like, oh, okay, so I could just totally not think of anything bad, and I'll be okay. If I watch the negative things that I'm thinking, and I just think of positive ones, perhaps, or just don't think at all, and just let my brain play, then I should be fine. But it says I have no neutral thoughts, so
Right.
it's either positive or negative. Maybe it's not even in that sense. Maybe
No.
it's just like thoughts aren't supposed to be thoughts.
Would you like me to reread this?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Okay. Lesson 16. I have no neutral thoughts. The idea for today is a beginning step in dispelling the belief that your thoughts have no effect. Everything you see is the result of your thoughts. There is no exception to this fact. Thoughts are not big or little, powerful or weak. They are merely true or false. Those that are true create their own likeness. Those that are false make theirs. There is no more self-contradictory concept than that of idle thoughts. What gives rise to the perception of a whole world can hardly be called idle. Every thought you have contributes to truth or to illusion. Either it extends the truth or it multiplies illusions. You can indeed multiply nothing, but you will not extend it by doing so.
My math brain wants to be like, no, 0 times 0 is still 0.
He means imaginary numbers,
I know.
not nothing, not 0. He means I.
I times I would be a mess.
-1.
Oh,
I think.
I thought you were talking about me.
Or is it? I think I is the square root of -1, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure.
It's the.
Sounds great.
It's an imaginary number in math. It's a concept. Never mind.
Why did you never mind? Was it this look of
It has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Besides your recognizing that thoughts are never idle, salvation requires that you also recognize that every thought you have brings either peace or war, either love or fear. A neutral result is impossible because a neutral thought is impossible. There is such a temptation to dismiss fear thoughts as unimportant, trivial, and not worth bothering about that it is essential you recognize them as all as equally destructive, but equally unreal. We will practice this idea in many forms before you really understand it. In applying the idea for today, search your mind for a minute or so with your eyes closed, and actively seek not to overlook any little thought that may tend to elude the search. This is quite difficult until you get used to it. You will find that it is still hard for you not to make artificial distinctions. Every thought that occurs to you, regardless of the qualities that you assign to it, is a suitable subject for applying today's idea. In the practice periods, first repeat the idea to yourself, and then as each one crosses your mind, hold it in awareness while you tell yourself, this thought about blank is not a neutral thought. This thought about blank is not a neutral thought. As usual, use today's idea whenever you are aware of a particular thought that arouses uneasiness. The following form is suggested for this purpose. This thought about blank is not a neutral thought because I have no neutral thoughts. 4 or 5 practice periods are recommended if you find them relatively effortless. If strain is experienced, 3 will be enough. The length of the exercise period should also be reduced if there is discomfort.
This thought about cats is not a neutral thought, because I have no neutral thoughts, because I love cats.
Correct.
And that's the correct answer to all cat-related thoughts. You love cats. Nobody hates cats. If you hate cats, you're clearly delusional. Sorry, I went off on a bit of a tangent.
Okay. Well?
Sorry, I'm still laughing about the cats. I think laughter can sometimes be a sign that the brain is working on cleansing or working on trying to contemplate and trying to work through one of the lessons. And the best way to do that, instead of like breaking down and bawling, is to laugh. So.
What's wrong with breaking down and bawling?
Nothing. I just don't want to do it right now. Because
Okay.
I don't need to. Because laughing about cats feels great. I mean, I could cry about cats, but...
I can't save every cat.
No! That would totally be me. I want to hug every cat. With the little bow ties, the little whiskers, and the nose. Oh. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about.
I'm sure somebody will remember that.
I remember sharing that with my ex. I was like, would you date this woman? Because yes, she seems to really care for cats.
Yeah.
I have no neutral thoughts.
Correct.
And I have nothing else to add. Because it makes sense.
It does make sense. There's a lot of little tiny thoughts that most people think of as neutral that, well, they're gonna cause something.
Yeah.
It's a thought. A thought always causes something.
So how would you be able to figure out if your thought is either helping with the positivity or, I don't remember exactly what he said, helping with, one was illusion, and that's the negative thoughts, but one was positive, which was helping truth. How do you know which thoughts are for truth and which thoughts are for illusion?
You don't yet.
Oh, okay. Except for cats. Remember, that's for truth.
No.
Don't tell me no. That's...
Cats are not for truth. Cats are truth.
Oh.
No.
Okay. We're really gonna mess with these people listening.
The true nature of this world is cats.
That makes sense.
It does not.
That's why if you
I'm
have
just making stuff up.
jelly on one side of a cat and the cat landed on its feet, it's infinitely spinning.
What?
Well, we'll see you back for lesson 17.
Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us on our Facebook group, Let's Meet Miracles, or on our Instagram pages at Zenfully Ever After and Heart Lotus Guru.
If you could give us a review in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to podcasts, that would really help us be more visible to more people.
Thanks.